a right to worship the Andean earth goddess Pachamama, to ask her for a prosperous harvest and protection from natural disasters. Claudio Sinche prepares the coca leaf plant and prays in Quechua, the language spoken by the descendants of the Incas, the largest empire that the Americas has ever seen.
We do this so the Pachamama will help us. The rains are coming late every year, so it is more and more difficult to grow our food. There is less water than before.
And it is here, in this valley, where the Incas once ruled, where these Quechua Indians continue to work the land in the same way it was done centuries ago. Glaciers high up in the Andes provide communities like this one with water. Experts say that most of them will melt away by 2050 because of global warming. But history suggests the future may not be calamitous, as studies show that nearly 1,000 years ago, the Incas also suffered from a global warming period. Historians say that the Incas were able to capitalize on the rising temperatures of their time in order to become an extraordinary empire. They expanded their agricultural frontiers by building up into the mountains canals and terraces like the ones you can see behind me. Experts are saying that these terraces should be put into use once again in order to help the population living here adapt to global warming. Alec Chepstow-Lusty is a paleoecologist who has been studying the Inca culture for years.
So in fact what was possible was that they could produce large quantities of food, but also they were very good at storing the food. This excess food allowed them to produce a huge army, to produce a large empire.
The terraces were used to maintain the crops at lower temperatures and the canals to maximize the use of water.
The glaciers disappear. Maybe one needs to look upon an economic model for Peru where a huge amount of people are being employed just planting native trees up in the Andes and building reservoirs for trapping water and building canal systems so that the water is there in the future.
But Peru is still a developing country and economic resources are scarce.
It's a matter of organizing, planning, and having more resources to be allocated to that. And that means, too, that international corporations has to help countries like Peru to do something like that because that was a problem that we didn't cause.
The knowledge of the past to prepare for the problems of the future, so the most vulnerable can be prepared for whatever consequences rising temperatures bring. Teresa Bo, Al Jazeera, Cuzco, Peru.